how do women start, let's say, the cocktail hour this afternoon? How should that go? How can women promote themselves without being pushy?
So women are terrible, terrible, terrible at doing that. I go to women's events all the time, and this is what happens. You walk into the room, and you meet other women, and the first thing you do is you compliment somebody's shoes. You like their hair, you ask them where they get their hair done. They start talking about their families, how many kids you have, where your kids go to school, and we form great bonds, and you leave the room, you've made all kinds of great friends, and nobody has a clue what anybody else does. So at the end of the day, everyone goes to work the next day, and an opportunity comes up to refer something to someone, and you think about the great friend who you are going shopping with next weekend, but you don't have a clue what they do. You can't refer them any business. So what I've learned, and I'm learning and developing this over time, and Andrea Touchy and I speak about this all the time, because I've been practicing law for 17 years, and I'm still figuring out how to work it. And so I have 3 pieces of what I think are really good advice. And if you're junior and you're just starting out, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely stay in touch with all your law school friends. Make a serious effort to stay in touch with people that you went to law school with, that you are, as a young lawyer, practicing with, but people leave. Stay in touch with people, because you never know where those people go. And so many people end up later on in their career having maintained those relationships, getting business from those relationships. It's not immediate. It's absolutely not immediate. You have to be patient, but maintain those relationships. That's for young lawyers. As you're becoming more senior, or even if as you're junior, what happens is there are all kinds of events, networking events that women go to. Be aggressive, not too aggressive, but be aggressive in meeting someone and say, this is what I do. Be comfortable doing that, because men do it all the time. That's what they do. That's what they do in their conversations. So be comfortable saying to other women, this is what I do, what do you do? Because if you're not just talking about yourself, but you're also asking them what they do, then they feel good about the conversation, and it's not just you being very abrasive from a networking perspective. And then the last thing is, and actually I figured this out about 2 months ago, coming from an event that Andrea's firm had hosted. When you go to these events, and they're women, all kinds of women's events, what happens is the outside lawyers, the poor in-house counsel that go to those events, they're the most popular women in the room. The outside lawyers are all over them, trying to get to know them, create a relationship, and hopefully later get business. And generally when you go to those events, because they're networking events, it's more beneficial for outside lawyers to network than in-house lawyers, so you'll have more outside lawyers there, and you might get frustrated that there are so many outside lawyers in the room. Well, we outside lawyers can really help each other. What I do is very unique, what you do is very unique, and you have an opportunity often, whether it's you personally or other people in your firm, emails go around, I need someone who does X, and nobody in your firm does X. Well, you've created a network of outside counsel who you form relationships with, and you work together to refer business to each other. So put as much energy into forming this network of outside counsel as you might into trying to meet in-house counsel, and you actually could create great benefit, because men do it all the time. So many men in different law firms have relationships, and they refer business to each other. Women just don't take that energy and do it. So that's what I'm focused on these days.